The FTP Optics Alpha 3 is an optic I reviewed on top of my Glock 34 a while back, and I recently switched to the FTP Alpha 3 on my open gun with their 8 MOA dot. So today we're looking at an optic imported by an IPSC shooter for action pistol shooters across North America. Are you ready? Stand by. Welcome back to the Humble Marksman channel. I'm David and this is the FTP Optics Alpha 3 in 8 MOA. Now if you watch the channel you'll know I reviewed the 6 MOA dot a while back. I think I got close to 5,000 rounds on that as a slide ride before the season started and I made my guns absolutely identical. But in short, the Alpha 3 is a Romeo 3 footprint micro red dot optic. It's available off the shelf in both a 6 and an 8 MOA. Every once in a while he'll do a 10 MOA dot. The brightness settings are going to be a little more generous than what you're traditionally seeing with people who pretend like people are going to wear night sight and use their optics. So the minimum setting is going to be probably just a little bit too much for group shooting on a cloudy day at the range. The upside of that is that the full brightness on a super bright day in the middle of the Texas summer sun, it's not a problem at all keeping up. The dot can bloom no problem at all. The downside of the way that the optic is not stingy at all is that you run through batteries pretty quick. So this is an optic that you will have to turn off between stages. Traditionally on like a carry optics gun, you would leave your dot on between stages. If you don't like changing batteries, then you might turn this off between stages. Changing batteries isn't a big deal because there is a battery door on the side of the optic, so that's not too bad at all. But I wanted to try a larger dot, and so this is available in 8 MOA, so I tried this for, I guess, probably 7,000 to 8,000 rounds now. And the window size is approximately the size of like a Delta Point Pro, but the emitter is just much brighter. The glass is actually a little bit clearer. So the Alpha 3, if you've got a Romeo 3 footprint, is a great way to get into an optic for less than $400. If you check out the link in the description, I can save you an additional $15 on basically free shipping. With Humble21 is the code. So this is the FTP Optics Alpha 3. I think it's a great option if you don't want to use an RTS2. I haven't had any issues with the electronics crapping out on me, but it seems like a pretty good option. In the name of thoroughness, in case you didn't watch the other video, I'll talk about the adjustment. The adjustment does take an Allen key, which isn't my favorite. I prefer it take a case rim, but that's not the end of the world, especially with open guns. You got tons of Allen keys typically, but it does take an Allen key to adjust. The adjustments are very tactile. Both you can feel it and you can actually hear it as well if you have good enough ears. The base of the optic is a little bit longer front to back, so it's going to be a little bit longer than an RTS2. Basically, it's like an SRO where if you took the cantilevered front of the optic and ran it straight down, it's approximately that long. So if you're looking at it for slide ride applications, it would probably need to be flush with the top of the slide and not recess down into the slide any. I used the RTS2 plate on my Glock MOS and it worked just fine. So just figure I'd throw an update at you guys. If you want to watch the original video where I reviewed the Alpha 3, it's here, and this is a video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.